The 1976 bicentennial quarter features a unique dual-date 1776 to 1976 design, commemorating America's 200th anniversary. These coins are highly collectible, especially in ultra-grade states. Notable Washington quarters include 1969 D, 1966, 1967, 1968, 1973, and 1982 P. Their value depends on mint marks, condition, and rarity, appealing to collectors and history enthusiasts alike. The 1969 D Washington quarter is a collectible coin, valued not just for its face value but also for its historical significance, rarity, and potential errors. While many examples of this quarter are readily available due to its large mintage, certain errors and high-grade specimens can significantly increase its value. Below is a detailed exploration of the 1969 D Washington quarter's history, characteristics, errors, and valuation. History and design of the 1969 D Washington quarter. The Washington quarter has been a cornerstone of American coinage since its introduction in 1932. It was designed by sculptor John Flanagan to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The obverse of the coin features a profile of George Washington, while the reverse showcases an eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows, surrounded by olive branches. Key details of the 1969 D quarter. Mint mark. The D mint mark signifies that the coin was minted in Denver. Composition. The coin is composed of copper-nickel clad, with an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel over a pure copper core. Diameter, 24.3 millimeters. Weight, 5.67 grams. Edge, reeded. In 1965, the U.S. Mint transitioned from silver to clad coinage due to rising silver prices. The 1969 D quarter is part of this clad coinage era, making it less intrinsically valuable than earlier silver quarters. Mintage and rarity. The Denver Mint produced 114,372,000 quarters in 1969. While this number might seem high, the survival rate of pristine specimens, graded mint state 65 or higher, is relatively low due to circulation wear. This makes high-grade examples and error coins particularly desirable to collectors. Errors and varieties. The true rarity and potential value of a 1969 D Washington quarter often depend on whether it exhibits any errors or varieties. These imperfections, created during the minting process, can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into a highly sought-after collectible. 1. Double die errors. Double die errors occur when the coin's design is struck twice, slightly misaligned, resulting in doubled images on the coin. On the 1969 D quarter, collectors have occasionally reported doubling on the obverse, particularly in the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." However, this error is extremely rare. Valuation. A 1969 D double die error in mint state condition can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the prominence of the doubling. 2. Off-center strikes. Off-center strikes occur when the coin is not properly aligned with the die during the striking process. The result is a quarter with part of the design missing, creating a dramatic and unique appearance. Valuation. A 1969 D off-center strike error, depending on the degree of misalignment, can be worth $50 to $300 or more. 3. Die breaks and cuts. Die breaks happen when the die used to strike the coin develops cracks or chips, leading to raised lines or blobs of metal on the finished coin. A cud is a specific type of die break that occurs along the edge of the coin, causing part of the design to be missing. Valuation. Die break and cut errors can range from $20 to several $100s, depending on their size and location. 4. Clipped planchets. A clipped planchet error occurs when a blank coin planchet is improperly cut, resulting in a coin with a missing portion along its edge. This type of error is relatively rare and sought after by collectors. Valuation. Clipped planchet errors on a 1969 D quarter can sell for $50 to $150, depending on the size and shape of the clip. 5. Wrong planchet errors. Occasionally, a quarter may be struck on a planchet intended for another denomination. These errors are highly prized for their rarity and uniqueness. Valuation. A 1969 D quarter struck on a nickel or dime planchet can be worth $500 to $1,500 or more, depending on the coin's condition and the size of the planchet. 6. Machine doubling. Unlike double die errors, machine doubling is caused by die movement during the strike and is less valuable. While interesting, these coins typically do not command high premiums. Valuation. Machine doubling errors on a 1969 D quarter might fetch $5 to $15. Condition and grading. The condition of a coin significantly influences its value. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, ranging from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS 70. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin, especially for the 1969 D Washington quarter. Key grades and their values. Good, G, for a well-worn coin with visible major details. Worth 25 to 50 cents. Fine, F, 12 moderate wear with more defined details. Worth $0.50 to $1. Extremely fine, EF, 40 light wear on high points, details are sharp. Worth $1 to $3. About uncirculated, -50 Australian dollars slight traces of wear. Worth $5 to $10. Mint state, MS 60 and above no wear, may have minor blemishes. Worth $10 to $50, with exceptional examples fetching more. Coins graded MS 65 or higher are particularly valuable due to their rarity. Professional grading by organizations such as PCGS or NGC can authenticate and enhance the value of high-grade or error coins. Market trends and collector interest. 1. Popularity of error coins. Error coins have a dedicated following among collectors, and the 1969 D quarter is no exception. The rarity of significant errors like double dies or wrong planchet strikes makes them highly desirable. 2. Historical context. Coins from the late 1960s are part of a pivotal period in U.S. history, coinciding with events like the Vietnam War and the Apollo moon landing. This historical significance can enhance their appeal to collectors. 3. Investment potential. While the 1969 D quarter is not inherently rare, its value can appreciate over time, especially for high-grade examples or those with unique errors. Collectors seeking to diversify their portfolios may find these coins a worthwhile investment. How to identify and value a 1969 D quarter. If you own a 1969 D quarter and want to determine its value, follow these steps. Examine the coin closely. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin for errors like doubling, die cracks, or off-center strikes. Check for mint luster. High-grade coins retain their original mint luster. Look for minimal wear and scratches. Compare with grading guides. Use online resources or printed grading guides to estimate the coin's grade. Consult a professional. If you suspect your coin has significant errors or is in high-grade condition, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Monitor market trends. Stay updated on recent auction results and collector demand to ensure you have accurate valuation information. Conclusion. The 1969 D Washington quarter is a fascinating coin with a rich history and the potential for significant value, particularly for error coins and high-grade specimens. While most examples are worth only their face value, those with unique errors or exceptional preservation can command impressive premiums. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the 1969 D quarter offers an intriguing glimpse into the world of American coinage. The 1976 bicentennial quarter, minted to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the United States independence, holds a special place in numismatic circles. While many of these quarters are common, certain rare errors and high-grade specimens can command significant value among collectors. Overview of the 1976 Bicentennial Quarter. In 1976, the U.S. Mint released quarters featuring a unique dual date, 1776 to 1976, to honor the nation's bicentennial. The obverse retained John Flanagan portrait of George Washington, while the reverse, designed by Jack L. Ahr, showcased a colonial drummer boy with a victory torch encircled by 13 stars, symbolizing the original colonies. These quarters were produced in large quantities across 3 mints, Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, Denver, D. Mint Mark, and San Francisco, S. Mint Mark. The San Francisco Mint produced both clad-proof and 40% silver versions, catering to collectors. Mintage and composition. The total mintage for the bicentennial quarters exceeded 1.6 billion, distributed as follows. Philadelphia Mint, No Mint Mark approximately 809 million clad quarters. Denver Mint, D. Mint Mark approximately 860 million clad quarters. San Francisco Mint, S. Mint Mark. Clad proof quarters, around 7 million. 40% silver proof quarters, approximately 4 million. 40% silver uncirculated quarters, about 11 million. The standard clad quarters consist of a copper core with a cupronickel outer layer, while the 40% silver quarters have a composition of 40% silver and 60% copper, making them heavier and more valuable due to their silver content. Valuable errors and varieties. While most bicentennial quarters are common, certain errors in high-grade specimens can be quite valuable. Doubled die obverse, DDO. This error features noticeable doubling on the obverse inscriptions or date. Depending on the prominence and coin condition, such errors can fetch between $800 and $3,000. Notably, a 1976 DMS66 DDO quarter sold for $8,400 in 2023. Site turn 0 search 1. Off-center strikes. Quarters with designs struck off-center by varying degrees are collectible. Coins with a 50% off-center strike and a visible date are particularly sought after, with values ranging from a few hundred to over $1,000. Struck through errors, occurring when foreign materials interfere during striking, these errors can result in unique coin appearances. A 1976 quarter struck through cloth, graded MS66, sold for $881.25 at auction. Die cracks and cuts. These errors result from die damage, leading to raised lines or blobs on the coin's surface. Their value varies based on size, location, and coin condition. High-grade specimens. Coins in exceptional condition, especially those graded MS67 and above, can command premium prices. 1976 No Mint Mark, Philadelphia high-grade specimens can range from $38 in MS66 to $80 in MS67. Site turn 0 search 1. 1976 D. Denver in MS66, these quarters are valued around $45, increasing to $100 in MS67, and reaching up to $3,750 in MS68. Site turn 0 search 1. 1976 S 40% silver quarters, regular strikes in top grades can fetch between $6 and $400, with MS69 specimens reaching up to $9,250. Site turn 0 search 1. 1976 S 40% silver proof quarters, these typically range from $6 to $25, with PR70 examples commanding around $160. Site turn 0 search 1. 1976 S-clad proof quarters, valued between $5 and $32, with PR70 specimens reaching up to $125. Site turn 0 search 1. Notable auction sales. Some bicentennial quarters have achieved remarkable prices at auctions. A 1976 SMS 69 40% silver quarter sold for $19,200 in 2019. Site turn 0 search 2. A 1976 DMS 68 clad quarter fetched $6,463 in 2017. Site Turn 0 Search 1. A 1976 SPR 70 Deep Cameo 40% silver proof quarter achieved $2,760 in 2007. Site Turn 0 Search 1. Identifying valuable bicentennial quarters. To determine if a bicentennial quarter holds significant value, consider the following. Mint mark. Locate the mint mark on the obverse, to the right of Washington's bust. Absence of a mint mark indicates Philadelphia, while D denotes Denver, and S signifies San Francisco. Condition. Coins with minimal wear, retaining original luster, and free from scratches or blemishes are more valuable. Errors. Examine the coin for anomalies such as doubling, off-center strikes, or die cracks. Composition. Silver quarters have a distinct appearance and weight compared to clad versions. The absence of a copper stripe on the coin's edge indicates a silver composition. Conclusion. While the majority of 1976 bicentennial quarters are common and hold nominal value, certain errors, high-grade specimens, and silver variants can be quite valuable. The 1976 bicentennial quarter, minted to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the United States independence, holds a special place in numismatic circles. While many of these quarters are common, certain rare errors and high-grade specimens can command significant value among collectors. Overview of the 1976 bicentennial quarter. In 1976, the U.S. Mint released quarters featuring a unique dual date, 1776 to 1976, to honor the nation's bicentennial. The obverse retained John Flanagan portrait of George Washington, while the reverse, designed by Jack L. Ahr, showcased a colonial drummer boy with a victory torch encircled by 13 stars, symbolizing the original colonies. These quarters were produced in large quantities across 3 mints, Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D mint mark, and San Francisco, S mint mark. The San Francisco Mint produced both clad proof and 40% silver versions, catering to collectors. Mintage and composition. The total mintage for the bicentennial quarters exceeded 1.6 billion, distributed as follows. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark approximately 809 million clad quarters. Denver Mint, D mint mark approximately 860 million clad quarters. San Francisco Mint, S mint mark. Clad proof quarters, around 7 million. 40% silver proof quarters, approximately 4 million. 40% silver uncirculated quarters, about 11 million. The standard clad quarters consist of a copper core with a cupronickel outer layer, while the 40% silver quarters have a composition of 40% silver and 60% copper, making them heavier and more valuable due to their silver content. The 1966 Washington quarter is a significant coin in U.S. numismatics, minted during a time when quarters were transitioning away from silver content. While most 1966 quarters are common, certain high-grade examples and error coins can be highly collectible and valuable. Below is a detailed analysis of its characteristics, errors, and value. Overview of the 1966 Washington quarter. The 1966 Washington quarter was struck during the era of copper-nickel clad coinage, introduced in 1965 to replace the 90% silver composition of earlier quarters. This change was due to rising silver prices. Key features. Composition, copper-nickel clad, with an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel over a pure copper core. Weight, 5.67 grams. Diameter, 24.3 millimeters. Edge, reeded. Designer, John Flanagan. The obverse features George Washington's profile, and the reverse depicts an eagle perched on a bundle of arrows surrounded by olive branches. Mintage and historical context. The U.S. Mint did not use mint marks in 1965, 1966, and 1967 to discourage coin hoarding during a coin shortage. As a result, all 1966 quarters lack a mint mark, making it impossible to distinguish where they were minted. Over 821 million quarters were struck in 1966, making them widely available. However, pristine and error coins can still command higher premiums. Rare errors and varieties. Error coins are highly sought after, as they add uniqueness and rarity to otherwise common coins. Here are the most notable errors for the 1966 Washington quarter. Double die errors. Double die errors occur when the design is struck twice, slightly misaligned, causing a doubling effect. This error is most commonly seen on inscriptions like "Liberty" or "In God We Trust." Value. Double die 1966 quarters can fetch $100 to $1,000 depending on the prominence of the doubling and the coin's condition. 2. Off-center strikes. Off-center strikes happen when the planchet is not properly aligned with the dies during the striking process, leading to part of the design missing. Value. The value varies depending on the degree of misalignment. Quarters with 10 to 50% off-center strikes can be worth $50 to $200. 3. Die breaks and cuts. Die breaks occur when the minting die develops cracks, leading to raised lines or blobs on the coin. A cud refers to a specific type of die break along the coin's edge. Value. Die break and cut errors can range from $20 to $150 depending on size and prominence. 4. Clipped planchet. Clipped planchet errors occur when the blank planchet is improperly cut, resulting in a coin with a missing section along its edge. Value. Depending on the size and shape of the clip, these errors can be worth $30 to $150. Condition and value. Circulated examples. Most 1966 quarters in circulated condition are worth their face value of 25 cents. High-grade examples, coins graded mint state, MS 65 or higher, can be worth $20 to $50. Error coins, errors like double dies or off-center strikes significantly increase the coin's value, sometimes reaching $500 or more. Conclusion. While the 1966 Washington quarter is common in circulation, error coins and high-grade examples are valuable to collectors. Carefully examining coins for errors or submitting them for professional grading can uncover hidden gems in your collection. The 1967 Washington quarter is part of the copper-nickel clad series introduced after the discontinuation of 90% silver coinage in 1965. While the 1967 quarter is generally common due to its high mintage, certain errors and high-grade specimens can be rare and highly valuable. This guide explores its history, design, notable errors, and value. Overview of the 1967 Washington quarter. The Washington quarter was originally designed by John Flanagan in 1932 to honor the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. The 1967 version retained this iconic design but featured the modern clad composition. Specifications. Composition, copper-nickel clad, with an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel over a pure copper core. Weight, 5.67 grams. Diameter, 24.3 millimeters. Edge, reeded. Designer, John Flanagan. The obverse features George Washington's profile, while the reverse showcases an eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows surrounded by olive branches. Historical context. The U.S. Mint did not use mint marks on quarters produced in 1965, 1966, and 1967 to prevent hoarding during a nationwide coin shortage. This decision makes it impossible to identify whether a 1967 quarter was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. With a staggering mintage of over 1.5 billion coins, the 1967 quarter is far from rare in circulated condition. However, certain high-grade and error coins stand out as exceptions. Rare errors and varieties. Error coins are a major factor in determining the rarity and value of 1967 Washington quarters. Below are some of the most notable errors. 1. Double die errors. Double die errors occur when the die used to strike the coin is accidentally impressed twice, resulting in doubled images on the coin. Common areas to check for doubling include Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. Value. A 1967 double die quarter can range from $50 to over $1,000, depending on the clarity and prominence of the doubling. Off-center strikes. Off-center strike errors happen when the planchet is misaligned during the striking process, resulting in a coin with part of the design missing. Value. Coins with 10 to 50% off-center strikes can fetch $50 to $300 or more. 3. Die cracks and cuts. Die cracks occur when the die develops fractures, leaving raised lines on the coin. A cud is a die break along the edge that creates a blank, raised area. Value. Die crack and cut errors are valued at $20 to $200, depending on size and prominence. 4. Clipped planchet errors. These occur when the blank planchet is improperly cut, resulting in a coin with a missing section. Value. A 1967 quarter with a clipped planchet error can range from $30 to $150, depending on the size and shape of the clip. 5. Transitional errors. Though rare, transitional errors involve coins struck on leftover silver planchets from earlier years. While none are officially documented for 1967 quarters, any such discovery would be extraordinarily valuable. Value. A silver transitional error would likely be worth several $1,000s. Condition and value. The value of a 1967 quarter largely depends on its condition and any unique errors. Circulated coins. Most circulated 1967 quarters are worth face value, 25 cents. Uncirculated coins, high-grade examples, mint state 65 or above, can fetch $10 to $50 or more. Error coins, depending on the type and severity of the error, values can range from $50 to over $1,000. For high-grade or error coins, professional grading by organizations like PCGS or NGC can significantly enhance their value. Conclusion. While the 1967 Washington quarter is common in circulation, rare errors and high-grade examples are highly collectible. Careful examination of your coins for errors like doubling, die cracks, or off-center strikes could uncover valuable pieces. Collectors and investors alike value these coins for their historical significance and numismatic potential. The 1968 Washington quarter is a part of the copper-nickel clad series introduced in 1965, following the removal of silver from most circulating U.S. coins. While the majority of 1968 quarters are common, certain rare errors, high-grade examples, and specific mint varieties make some of these coins valuable to collectors. Below is an in-depth look at the coin's features, errors, and value. Overview of the 1968 Washington quarter. The Washington quarter design, created by John Flanagan, has remained an iconic representation of George Washington since its debut in 1932. Specifications. Composition: copper-nickel clad, outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel over a pure copper core. Weight: 5.67 grams. Diameter: 24.3 millimeters. Edge reeded. Designer: John Flanagan. The obverse features a portrait of George Washington, while the reverse depicts an eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows, surrounded by olive branches. Mintage and mint marks. In 1968, the U.S. Mint resumed using mint marks, which had been temporarily suspended during the coin shortage of the mid-1960s. The mint marks for this year are as follows. No mint mark, coins minted in Philadelphia. D. Coins minted in Denver. S. Proof coins minted in San Francisco. Mintage numbers. Philadelphia, no mint mark 220,731,500. Denver, D 101,534,000. San Francisco proof, S 3,041,506. The proof coins from San Francisco, struck for collectors, are typically more valuable in high grades. Rare errors and varieties. Error coins and varieties significantly increased the value of 1968 Washington quarters. Here are some of the most notable ones. 1. Double die errors. Double die errors occur when the coin's design is struck twice with slight misalignment, causing doubling on parts of the design. On 1968 quarters, doubling may appear on Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date. Value. A double die error can range from $50 to over $1,000, depending on the visibility and prominence of the doubling. 2. Off-center strikes. An off-center strike occurs when the coin is not properly aligned with the dies during minting, resulting in part of the design being missing. Value. Off-center errors with 10 to 50% misalignment can be worth $50 to $300 or more. 3. Die cracks and cuts. Die cracks happen when the minting die develops fractures, resulting in raised lines or blobs on the coin. A cud is a die break along the edge that creates a blank, raised area. Value. Die crack and cut errors range from $20 to $200, depending on their size and prominence. 4. Clipped planchets. A clipped planchet occurs when the blank planchet is improperly cut, leaving a portion of the coin missing. Value. Clipped planchet errors are typically valued at $30 to $150, depending on the size and shape of the clip. 5. Proof errors, San Francisco Mint. Proof coins struck at the San Francisco Mint are intended for collectors and have a mirror-like finish. Errors on proof coins, such as doubling or improper st. strikes, are rare and highly collectible. Value. Proof errors can fetch $200 to $1,000 or more, depending on the rarity and condition. Condition and value. The value of a 1968 quarter depends largely on its condition and the presence of errors. Circulated coins. Most circulated 1968 quarters are worth face value, 25 cents. Uncirculated coins, mint state, MS 65 or above, coins can fetch $10 to $50 or more. Proof coins, 1968 S-proof coins in perfect condition, PR 70, can command $50 to $200. Error coins, depending on the error type and severity, these coins can be worth $50 to over $1,000. Coins graded by professional organizations such as PCGS or NGC typically command higher prices in the collector market. Conclusion. While the 1968 Washington quarter is common in circulation, rare errors and high-grade examples make certain coins valuable. Doubling, off-center strikes, die cracks, and proof errors are among the most sought-after varieties. Collectors should carefully inspect their coins and consider professional grading to maximize their value. The 1973 Washington quarter, though common in circulation, holds particular interest for collectors due to certain rare errors that can significantly enhance its value. Standard value of 1973 quarters. In typical circulated condition, a 1973 Washington quarter is worth its face value of 25 cents. However, uncirculated specimens, or those with unique errors, can command higher prices. For instance, as of August 2023, a 1973 quarter graded MS 67 Plus, mint state, was valued at approximately $1,300, while a 1973 D quarter in MS 68 condition was estimated at $2,750. Site turn 0 search 0. Notable errors and their impact on value. Several notable errors have been documented for the 1973 quarter, each affecting the coin's value differently. Triple struck off-center. This error occurs when a coin is struck multiple times, with subsequent strikes misaligned. A 1973 quarter with this error, graded MS 62, has been valued at $1,000. Site turn 0 search 0. Struck on a penny planchet. Occasionally, a quarter is mistakenly struck on a planchet intended for a penny, resulting in a smaller diameter and distinct appearance. A business strike 1973 quarter with this error, graded MS 64, sold for $1,495, while a 1973 S-proof graded PF 67 RD fetched $3,100. Site turn 0 search 0. Broad struck error. This error happens when the coin is struck without the collar, causing it to spread out more than usual. A 1973 quarter with this error, graded MS66, sold $4.115. Site turn 0 search 0. Flip over double strike in collar. In this case, the coin flips over between strikes, leading to overlapping designs. A 1973 quarter with this error, graded MS64, sold $4.370. Site turn 0 search 0. Obverse layer missing. This lamination error involves the missing top layer on the obverse side, revealing the copper core. A 1973 quarter exhibiting this error, graded MS64, sold $4.75. Site turn 0 search 0. Factors influencing value. The value of a 1973 quarter is influenced by several factors. Condition. Coins in mint or near mint condition, higher mint state grades, are more valuable. Rarity of the error. The scarcity of a particular error type can significantly increase a coin's value. Market demand. Collector interest in specific errors or coin series can drive up prices. Conclusion. While a standard 1973 Washington quarter may not hold significant value beyond its face worth, those with rare errors can be quite valuable to collectors. Identifying such errors and assessing the coin's condition are crucial steps in determining its true value. For a visual guide on identifying valuable 1973 quarters, you might find the following video helpful. Video. These 1973 quarters are actually worth money. Turn 0 search 1. The 1982 Washington quarter, minted at the Philadelphia Mint and bearing the P Mint mark, is a notable coin for collectors due to its unique characteristics and potential value. Mintage and composition. In 1982, the Philadelphia Mint produced 500,931,000 Washington quarters. These coins are composed of a copper core clad with a cupronickel alloy, resulting in a total weight of approximately 5.67 grams. The obverse features a profile of George Washington, while the reverse displays an eagle with outstretched wings. Site turn 0 search 2. Standard value. In circulated condition, the 1982 P quarter typically holds its face value of 25 cents. However, uncirculated specimens can command higher prices. For example, coins graded MS65 are valued around $15, and those in MS67 condition can reach approximately $8.50. Site turn 0 search 0. Notable errors and their impact on value. Certain minting errors can significantly enhance the value of a 1982 P quarter. Struck on a nickel planchet. This error occurs when a quarter design is struck on a planchet intended for a nickel, resulting in a coin with a smaller diameter and different weight. Such errors have been known to sell for around $2.82. Site turn 0 search 5. Struck on a penny planchet. In this case, the quarter design is struck on a planchet meant for a penny, leading to a coin with a reddish hue and reduced weight. An example of this error sold for $1,035 in 2012. Site turn 0 search 5. Double die error. This error involves doubling of the design elements, such as letters or numbers, due to a misalignment during the striking process. A 1982 D quarter with a double die error has been valued at approximately $1,500. Site turn 0 search 1. Misaligned die. This error results from improper alignment of the dies during striking, causing the design to be off-center. A 1982 D quarter with this error has been valued at around $1,800. Site turn 0 search 1. Factors influencing value. The value of a 1982 P quarter is influenced by several factors. Condition. Coins in higher grades, such as MS65 or above, are more valuable. Rarity of the error. The scarcity of a particular error type can significantly increase a coin's value. Market demand. Collector interest in specific errors or high-grade coins can drive up prices. Conclusion. While a standard 1982 P Washington quarter in circulated condition may not hold significant value beyond its face worth, those with rare errors or in exceptional condition can be quite valuable to collectors. Identifying such errors and assessing the coin's condition are crucial steps in determining its true value. For a visual guide on identifying valuable 1982 quarters, you might find the following video helpful.